print is an innovative but also sustainable business that has a great future, that is really important to the UK manufacturing industry, both in terms of the amount of revenue profit it delivers, but also the number of people that it employs. It's clear to us at Epson that the future of the print industry relies on us being able to attract young people into the industries.
The goal of a new narrative print is to act on the results of an ongoing national research project, which is being carried out by one of the globe's most advanced research agencies, utilising groundbreaking digital data acquisition and analysis technology. The project's aim is to build an accurate and detailed picture of how our industry is truly perceived by consumers and key print buying markets across a range of critical metrics, from sustainability and employment opportunities through to print's relevance and effectiveness as a marketing and communications medium. Equipped with this knowledge, and most importantly, an understanding of which key stakeholders are driving that perception, the IPIA and its partners will develop a communications and engagement strategy that resets the narrative around print in the UK.
So we at Epson, along with other organisations in the IPIA, are very passionate about how do we convince young people that print does have a future and is sustainable. And the new narrative for print is a not-for-profit project. Epson is really honoured to be part of that. If we look back at our DNA, going back several decades, we've always had a very strong ethos around sustainability and designing and building products and services that are going to help reduce the impact of the print industry on the environment. And print on demand is a great example of that. We have solutions across multiple areas of the print industry. But it's more important for us that the gap between reality and perception of the print industry is closed, so that we can get the right messaging across. And having been involved deeply in the print industry for many decades, Epson knows that the reality is a much better picture than people are perceiving. So for us, it's not about increasing sales, it's about putting back into the UK print industry. It's about securing the future for the UK print industry, and it's about people taking advantage of the great things that print can offer in general. So it's very much quite an emotional journey for us at Epson UK, and as I said, we're really excited about partnering with the IPIA in getting the messaging over and improving the perception of the print industry. From Epson's point of view, we have a very sort of broad church approach to print. We're talking about photography, we're talking about proofing, we're talking about labels, we're talking about textile, t-shirt printing, we're talking about signage, CAD, and the list is huge. And if you look around you, a large proportion of what you see in terms of visuals has been printed. So we believe strongly that to attract more young people into the industry and really keep the industry growing and exciting for the next couple of decades, that we need to change the perception of print and bring it more into line with the actual reality. Working with the IPIA on the methodology for a new narrative for print, Epson UK is quite keen to genuinely understand what the reality is, rather than wanting an outcome and then asking the questions to deliver the outcome. We want to know what is the real situation. There will be some positive areas where print has a warm feeling in people's hearts. Fine art is a very, very obvious one. Things like bespoke t-shirt printing and the kind of return to old school tech, in the same way as vinyl records are making a comeback in the world of skateboarding. Glossy magazines are making a comeback as well, so people can feel it and touch it. So there'll be a lot of positivity there. We want to try and help unearth that, but also get a really clear understanding of where the negatives are. So once we are able to get a proper handle on that as part of the work with the IPIA and the rest of the team, it's then trying to find out who are the people that are really influencing the thought process, who are the people that are setting the agenda, so that they can then change the narrative, as we've said, for the print industry. So it's not so much a re-education, but it's making sure the right information is out there with the right people and is then disseminated and cascaded down to people who make the decisions, who are the ones that are deciding whether they use print or not and how they use print. And also from an Epson point of view, we're really keen to get people to use print in a much wider remit, so that you're taking advantage of all the areas of creativity to put images, marketing and advertising on anything that you can possibly think of. The limit is your own imagination, and that's kind of what we want to get to as far as the messaging is concerned for the bigger print industry. I've already mentioned innovation and sustainability as part of the Epson DNA, and one of the things we're really proud of is, as a manufacturer of our own print heads, of our own printers, and also being ink chemists, we have the widest array of any manufacturer of all the ink sets. So whether you want aqueous, dye sublimation, DTG, resin, UV, we have the full range. So depending on what application you actually have as a print service provider, you can choose the ink set that is going to deliver for you. So if you take the whole concept of print on demand, which Epson is a big advocate of and a big innovator in, one of the great things is it really helps empower young creative people who historically would have had trouble bringing their designs and their products to market. Now with print on demand in the textile arena, print on demand in the wallpaper arena, just give you two very easy examples, allows young creative talent to bring those products to market very economically, very quickly, and do something that they would not have been able to do with traditional methods. So that's just one great example of where the perception of print and the reality of what it delivers, the gap is wide, and we need to help close that with the right messaging. How can we actually make a difference? How can Epson UK contribute to that, both in terms of financial funding, but also in terms of hearts and minds and belief? Because we'd like to see a lot more young people coming into Epson UK, and if we can change the perception of how they view print and see it as creative, innovative and sustainable, as we just talked about, then that's going to be a good thing for everybody.